You're listening to the Dramatic Show podcast.
Yo, it's the Dramatic Show podcast. Reyah, what's good?
What's good, son?
How you living? Oh, she all scared. Okay. All right, Reyah, you gotta be up on the mic now. Talk on the mic.
I'm on it.
A little bit more. You got like you scared to yell.
I ain't. Now you know not. What's good, everybody?
Everybody, what's good? We just practicing here in the new studio. Me and Reyah, we just talking, just vibing tonight, catching up. We ain't seen each other in a while. She got me all sparked up. Some of the best loud on this side of 252. For real. What you think about that, Reyah?
Shout out to that plug. You know who you are.
For real.
Nah, but I definitely miss doing this. It's weird energy. Not being in the midst of you in the podcast or whatever. And now,
Oh no, but I think we're gonna have some good shows when we come back through and shit. I know you're ready to talk about Nipsey.
yes, the marathon definitely gonna continue.
But yo,
I feel like people don't let my homie soul fade a little bit.
Well, no, that's the thing about the Crips, man. Like, they actually want to brand his saying the marathon. Was it the marathon continues? I didn't even realize the Crips was like a business, man. It's like the Crips LLC. I'm like, yo, this gotta be a joke, man. Was he a Crip? I didn't even know he was a Crip. Did he, like, you recognize any gang signs or anything like that in his songs?
I mean, he basically always talking about rolling 60s.
So 60s, is that like a certain type of Crips gang?
I guess. I ain't too big on the gang stuff. I
don't know, but that's...
into the dynamics of that.
So what is the... I guess when they make it a business, what is it going to profit? Like, what is it going to be for?
What?
The marathon continues. Like, what type of business is it going to be? So if they trademarking it, what are they going to use it for?
I don't know. Probably more so for music. Just to keep his legacy living. If anything. Make sure his people straight.
How you feel like Nipsey going to be remembered?
As a legend. You
think so? If he stayed in this, Nipsey was 33 years old. Like, he died the same year Jesus did. Can you believe that? You know that, did you? 33 years old. He died the same year that Jesus died. What's so crazy is, like, some people saying that if he had died, like, he probably wouldn't have been that great. They were saying he would probably just have, like, a mediocre career.
I don't agree. I feel like he would have gradually... Because he was coming out. He had... nominated for a Grammy.
What was his first album? Because I never really followed Nipsey. I'll be honest with you, I never followed Nipsey like that.
I wasn't really on him like that until 12, and that was like on like a lot of the
some mixtapes?
Yeah, CDs.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. So like Crenshaw, that
was a good song. Well, no, a good album.
Is it Mailbox Money?
Mailbox Money.
I didn't really start listening to that till he passed.
Until he passed away.
I didn't even know he had. I mean, I heard a couple songs on it, but I didn't know it was the whole album.
Who was Nipsey signed under? Who actually brought him out?
He was his own. That's what's confusing to me, because...
Yeah. Yeah, I really don't know too much about like Nipsey like that. I really didn't even know who like discovered him, or was he just like real big in the independent scene and he just started blowing up that way, or?
I don't know. Like Lauren and him being together was you know, a lot of his.
What?
Not saying she the reason he being acknowledged more, but I can't.
So was London? Would you consider her a bigger star than Nipsey? You feel like she was more well known than Nipsey?
I can't really. No, I'm not saying like. I don't want to say it like that because then it sounds like opportunity. But like people's rooting for them.
Yeah. How many kids does he have by Lauren? Just one? Who does she have a kid by Wayne? Lil Wayne?
Yeah.
She do have a kid by Lil Wayne. How old is he? Or is it a female? Or?
I don't know how old he is. It's a little boy. I don't know his age, but.
So how many kids total does Lauren have?
Two, I guess.
Okay, and Nipsey has another one by, you said, like a high school sweetheart. Okay. But yeah, she was, and again, a happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there.
Yeah.
And all the mothers who has to put the pants on those certain days and be a pops. So I guess I can say happy Father's Day to you too, Reyah. You know how you be holding it down like that with little man.
Appreciate it.
Right. So, I don't know, man. Like, that's another thing. Like, Father's Day, how come we don't get as many gifts as females do? Like, Mother's Day, I feel like we get a little bit disrespected and a little sidetracked. I don't feel like people respect Father's Day like they supposed to.
Me, personally, I don't really get too deep into the holidays no more. I'm not into
Not into the holidays no more?
No.
Why not?
Not traditional.
Why not?
For what? All it is money. Spending money.
It's basically, you feel like it's a scam.
Like, why I gotta spend money to show you that I love you, or show you that I care, or show you that I appreciate you?
Okay, so Valentine's Day coming up next year. You don't need anything, right?
Day.
So you do want to go and do something for you for Valentine's Day. Like, do you just like, no, I'm good?
No, I mean, if somebody was to offer, like sometimes on Valentine's Day, I see nice flowers or something like that. I get it for myself.
You get it for yourself?
Right.
So, I guess, do you feel like you don't look forward to it to kind of save yourself from heartbreak? Is that what you're looking out for?
I don't wait for gifts. If I want it, I get it.
So, you basically don't wait on no man. You go out there and just get it on your own.
Huh?
You just go out there and get it on your own.
Yeah, however it comes.
I hear you. And like we were talking earlier before we came on the air, this your pops, he's coming up this Tuesday, his birthday.
Right.
And man, like, you know, just preparing for that. You know, I know you're just ready to show your respects for that, man. And you know, that day, I would probably recommend that you probably not be by yourself, man, because you can just be reminiscing all day.
No.
Like you would probably just reminisce all day.
I know, but I honestly been avoiding going there, so.
You mean to the site? Do you have like to pass by sometimes?
Every day.
Oh, every day?
2, 3, 4 times, 6.
Yo, are you serious? That's crazy.
But I do a little routine by, you know, I drive with his picture and my dad.
And you focus on that when you're driving through? Okay, that's a good way to do it. But man, 5 or 6 times a day just going by there. Wow, that's crazy.
But it's different walking up on it and just that flashback of
that day when you actually.
Yeah, like.
What was the feeling like when you was by the gravesite? Can you describe that? Like, what was you feeling? Have you ever felt anything like that? Just
with my grandma, but with my dad, it was different. It was like my best friend up there, or you know, my backbone. That was my backbone.
Your backbone, right? Yeah. Like, you know, when something like that goes away, it takes like a whole piece of you yourself. Man, I can't, like I was telling you last time, I can't imagine what's that like.
But it was kind of like, when he passed, his face was pleasant. It wasn't like he literally...
You know how some funerals, you look at people and you look in the grave, it look like they had like a really hard life, or they had like a really bad death, like they were suffering. Like, you hate to see them that way. Like, you look and you say, well, that's not the person, that's not the Mike I remember, that's not the Susie that I remember. Like, you know, their face will be all sunk in and discoloration. So you felt like he was at peace?
He was I got pictures in my phone. I don't use that phone no more, but I keep it.
What about the obituary? Do you still have that? You kept it?
I keep it.
Yeah, it don't make you like queasy in the house and make you feel strange or anything? Do you feel like he'd be close to you? Like, do you feel like his spirit when you're going around your house? Have you got that feeling yet? Like, we just going by, just kind of.
Passed, I did. I got that a lot. My dog would like.
Your dog will what?
My dad. That puppy is my fur baby is my father's.
Is what?
It's his puppy.
Spirit guy?
No,
is that?
no,
I thought you about to say spirit
it's
guy.
It's his puppy, but when I came around, I started spoiling it. So they had became like arch
enemies and shit.
Like,
yeah.
So it was like my father make him mad while I'm around, and my
make him mad,
barking at him like.
So he turned on your pops and just started going to you.
Yeah, so
just like a dog, you just go for a female side. That's just like a dog right there. They got so much personality, just like a dog.
But when my father passed, it was like certain times of the night where the dog would just start going crazy, like
it could sense something in there in the house.
No, like as if my father was messing with him. In there.
Stop playing, yo.
Yeah.
I had to go outside. I was like,
no, me and my son would jump up and run in there like, I want to see.
And see if y'all can see a spirit.
I want to see.
Yo, I would have been so scared. Like, I don't mess with spirits, man.
I wanted to see, like, please.
But you know what they be saying? Like, sometimes babies, like, you go up to their cribs and like you just go up to them and like they just like they see your face and they just like they'll be smiling, man. And it was like they do see angels and stuff like that.
This lady always told me, if you want to know what a person is, like their spirit, take them around an animal or a child.
Wow. And something else is crazy? They say that when cats, sometimes they take cats into old people's home, and if they go into the room and lie on the bed, usually like a day or two later, that person in that bed, they usually dies. They can almost indicate that they're about to die.
I don't like cats.
One weird thing I've seen with a cat, though, it was this rumor, this girl in maybe like 20 miles from where we're at right now, it said that she was HIV positive. And I've never seen a cat, other than like might see some videos on TV, but I've never seen a cat attack a human being like a dog would. But it would just like ran up to her and just started hissing at her. And
wait, this was recently?
No, this was probably about maybe 5 or 6 years ago. But it was actually it was hissing at her, and I'd never seen a cat react to a person like that. I mean, it was just like they went to her like a dog. It was just like hissing at her, ready to strike at her. I'm thinking to myself like, man, that was crazy. Like they can sense stuff. So I'm thinking to myself like, was that true? Like, did she have like a sickness or something like that it could pick up on? So I've never seen a cat do that before. It was like the weirdest thing.
I don't really deal with it. I mean, I've had Siamese twin cats, but somebody poisoned them.
Somebody poisoned your cats? How you know they were poisoned?
Because we was fussing about the cat getting on their car.
Wow. And so it's like your neighbors? Your neighbors poisoned your cats? Oh my goodness. You press charges? Yo, that's crazy, man. Like your neighbors poison your pets, man. That's crazy. Seriously. Like, what was y'all getting into it about? Like, why couldn't they just say...
But I'm like, you can't say those are my cats. Like, it's a bunch of cats out there.
Like, were they using the bathroom on it or just laying on it?
You know the footprint on the car. Like, nigga, that's anybody's cat.
Yo, what kind of car did they have, like, for them to, like, poison a cat, man? Like, you should have called Peter or somebody, like, the Humane Society.
Doing something like that.
It was a dude? Older guy?
Look, the crazy, I don't know, like, I don't know if they're racist or not, but, like, him and my dad always had this feud with each other. We never had no disagreement.
But it was just because he had issues with your dad.
Like, he would speak to me, I guess, I'm friendly, hey, I don't give a fuck. You don't like me.
Right.
Hey, motherfucker. You gonna speak today, bitch. To make a long story short, he was like iffy the whole time. Like, we always was arguing about something.
Mm-hmm.
So he ended up getting sick.
Oh.
He lived with his sister. I thought it was his wife.
The whole time, like, you thought your neighbor was basically married, standing with his wife, and it was his sister the whole time. Wow.
So she got sick after he got sick, and I had to help her. She wouldn't let nobody else help her. I would have to help her in the house.
But she trusted you.
But she was like, please don't tell my brother you helped me. And I'm like...
So the brother, hold on, what does the brother have to do with this?
I don't know. So I snuck her my phone number, and she literally used to call me when she was sick. But I couldn't tell nobody I was helping her, and she wouldn't tell nobody.
Wow. That's crazy.
And I don't even know if she okay or not, but I just know he's back home, so I respect.
Are you gonna tell them to reimburse you for your cats? Buy you buy you some dogs or something?
He's good. They sick. Like, you know, karma is true. Like,
karma is what do they call it? It's it is. It really is. That's crazy, man. Somebody murder my pets, man. I go off, man.
We like they had a
so
dog.
What, like that dog, I mean, you know what I'm saying, that's pretty much a baby, man. What if they do something to that now? Like, did you bug out?
What? Yo, that motherfucker. But one time we got into it because of my dog got off the leash.
Uh-oh.
And she's just like, scared.
She was scared.
I'm like, he's not, come here, so guy. He's like, I'm not gonna tell you no more about that. I said, oh, what? Like, he running.
Yo, you was about to jump on him?
He running up on me like, nigga, you better back your ass up. Fuck out of here. But no, like, you can't control the animals. They get, you know. Yeah. I know my dog ain't gonna bite you unless he feel y'all trying. But
does he bark at a lot of strangers when
my dog?
Yeah. See, he be yapping when I be coming. Like, it seems like he just hit my car. I can hear him through the walls. Like, he just be like barking. Like,
he's really, and people be like, he ain't gonna do shit. Trying.
Yeah.
That motherfucker ready. That dog is almost human.
What kind of dog is it?
It's a multiple.
Multiple? Okay.
But he, like, I can't.
Was he always like that, or he just started getting more territorial as he started getting older? How old is he? Oh, 4 years old? Yeah. Is he neutered? Yeah, you're going to have to let him, you're going to have to introduce him to a dame or something.
I be wanting to get him a dog, but I'm waiting.
I would basically use them as a stud, man, because those dogs aren't cheap. How much are they a puppy?
Like
900?
Up to 9.
That's crazy, man. 900.
Some people get more than that.
Wow.
Depending on the area.
I was pricing some English bulldogs the other day. I found one for it's gonna be like $500 to ship it from Seattle, Washington to North Carolina. Would you invest that much in a dog? You think it's worth it to do that?
I don't know why I love animals. I'm just put certain animals, like with the horses.
Like, oh yeah, now that's you asking me how I've been watching your Facebook page. Yo, I saw this big bone butt horse. Like, what was you doing with that? Were you learning how to ride? Were you on a date or something? What's going on with you and that horse?
No, training.
You be training horses?
No, I'm training
to learn how to ride horses.
Right.
Where are you gonna ride horses at around here?
Everywhere.
Like where?
Everywhere.
Like you take it to the track or something?
Robertsville.
And she
horse
named it
that I ride actually was from a track.
From a track? Was he retired?
He was sold. I can't remember what they said. Like in the dynamics, but it won like 6 or 7 races.
Oh, it was like a champion for like Kentucky Derby type champion. Oh, for real?
Derby.
Is the owner down here in North Carolina or?
What, the race?
Who, like the horse? Like, is this at like a facility, or you just went to like a private home?
No,
and
this is somebody who bought the horse.
somebody who bought the horse, and he just let people pay. Like, so how did you? Tell me the story about this horse, man, because it was odd watching a female from Brooklyn.
No, because even in New York, you know, they got the horse in the carriage. We went when I was in New York and we had the senior trip. They would take them to the ranch and they would do horseback riding and stuff like that.
So this ain't the first. This ain't your first rendezvous with the horse.
No. So I've always had like a passion for horses, like even with the polo shirts. Oh, so
I just had to unplug Alexa. Sorry about that, y'all.
why did they leave it playing?
I don't know. I didn't know if it was coming in on the track or not. But you know what? It was my bad because these are dynamic mics, so it probably wasn't going in. So I probably should turn it back on. But again, as you were, finish the story about this horse.
I've always had like a passion for horses. So this is a goal for me to be in the presence of somebody who actually owns horses and knows so much. Like he really knows, you know.
So how long has this fascination with horses been going on?
For a minute.
I never knew that side of you. Like I never knew you was into horses.
Lately, I just been showing the side of me that I be keeping from.
Wow.
Like, I don't know. I guess I'm just getting old.
I can just imagine you up on like a horse, just jollying like around.
So the crazy shit is, right, the first time we went riding, he had it linked where he can hold my horse from his horse. Just like if it get crazy or try to.
What you mean, like what do you call it? No, how is he controlling your horse with his horse? Like, explain that to me.
Some ropes and stuff.
You mean like a leash? Something like a leash.
Right. But it's really like ropes. They not.
Okay, I ain't really.
It wasn't a part of what I was controlling. It was what he was controlling because this was my first time riding by myself.
How far did y'all go? Like, where'd y'all take the horse?
From the ranch, well, the stable, like 5 miles.
5 miles. Wow. Yeah, I was looking at that. I swear I thought that was a meme. Like, I'm like, what's going on with these horses? And I was like,
the second time, he didn't have no control.
So you were just
like, I had to learn how to relax and talk to the horse and. What'd
you say to it when you were on top of it?
Nothing. Just like
you was just riding them.
I'll be quiet, but it's like the way I'm holding
the ropes, what?
The straps, rather. The way I'm holding the straps, the horse wanna throw me up, so he like losing.
Oh, so you was kind of like yanking it, telling it kind of.
Because I'm tense, so he's like, you're gonna have to learn how to relax. Right.
So no matter how you feel, like, can they sense when you nervous?
Yes.
They can?
So I was like, the saddle hurt. If you ain't been riding a horse for a long, that shit hurt.
So if you're not like a bow-legged Brenda, like it was gonna hurt you a little bit.
You saw, you got the thing that you put your feet in to hold your feet.
Were you wearing cowboy boots or like some Nike Air Max?
Nike. And
straight out of Brooklyn. Straight out of Brooklyn.
So I'm like, I gotta get off and rest my legs. Like my ass hurt. I can't, So he was like, okay, get down. Instead of him tying his horse to a pole or something, we in the middle of the street. He tied his horse to my horse.
Oh, wow.
His horse is a show horse.
Wow.
Like his horse dance.
So what does your horse do in his retirement?
Getting rode.
Just getting rode.
But he tied his horse to my horse. When he went to try to help me get back on the horse, the motherfucker took off down the road, dragging me.
Stop playing.
But I was holding on to that motherfucker, and he was holding on to me because he was like,
dang.
You about to make me lose both my horses.
Wow. That's crazy. So how many times have you done this? I would actually like, I don't know. I'm messing with horses.
I've been out there.
You gotta actually have a love for horses
even
to
with
do that.
feeding them and brushing them, you gotta get real close behind them. At first I was scared, but they really just like big beastie dogs.
So I mean, do you like say little stuff like that to get them along? And they react to it? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I haven't been around too many horses to know their personalities.
And they like
do they choose their riders?
They jealous.
They jealous? How are horses jealous?
Like Sammy, the show horse, I get along with him. Like,
Sammy, the show horse, y'all on a first name basis.
Yeah.
that's crazy. All right, but yeah, what you saying about Sammy the horse?
We got like I don't know, I can't explain it. But I ride Ty, that's the jockey. I call it the jockey horse, but I ride Ty because I don't like that Sammy take, like.
But you know both of them though, right?
Yeah, like.
Do they know you by smell or just visualization?
I don't know. That I don't know.
But when you come around, though, it's not like they know who you are.
I can go out there by myself and they know.
Okay.
But his horse is like controlling. He take over the show, like for real.
So he has an alpha male personality.
My horse is more laid back, right?
Yeah.
So I ride the laid back horse. The show horse always ramming his head into my legs every time we stop. And
oh wow.
They heavy. They not. It is like a truck running into my thigh, like.
Wow. That's crazy.
Then the other horse, when I'm brushing Sammy, Ty with.
Is that like a bonding moment too? I know you're trying to clean them, but is that like a bond? Do they actually enjoy that?
Yeah,
they do.
Watching all the dirt and stuff.
Yeah, it feels good. It feels good to them.
And then just get
yeah, I can imagine they like that. That feels good to them. I would think so.
But the horse that I ride when I was brushing the other horse, he starts stomping his feet real hard.
What does that mean when they stomp their feet like that?
I was like, I guess that means come your ass back over here. So I was
man,
just trying to balance my.
That's crazy, man. Ty, you got to send some pictures. You got to put those on Instagram. Like, I was wondering, like, well, Ty got horses up. Like, what's going on with her? Like, she must be in the mood, or she putting some memes up.
That's really like.
But you been bucking with horses
for real for me, and it feels good. Like.
So, if you were to get a big piece of land, would you think about putting some horses on there?
I want at least 2.
Wow. So we now went from Chihuahuas to horses. What brand or breed?
I don't really know yet. Like, I don't really know yet because it's so many more that I haven't.
What size horse was it? Like,
they nice size.
Like the Budweiser commercial horses? Not that big.
Like
yeah, those some big horses, man.
But they decent size. Like, they decent. It takes somebody for me to help me get up on them.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty tall then.
Right.
That's pretty tall. If you could build a cage in your backyard, would you buy like a little miniature pony? Keep it like a pit bull.
That bitch would be in my house. What you mean? Like, we not.
You have a little. Like that Amazon commercial, man. Like, yeah.
I would do that. Oh my granny.
I swear, man. Just build like a little doggy door for it, man. Cause they don't get but so big, man. But like, how are you potty trained on things, man?
That's another thing.
What's that?
Stepping in the shit, like.
Oh man. But you know what though? I've seen it where this college I go to. I think what's this called? What's the word for training or dealing with horses?
Equestrian.
Equestrian? Is that what it is? Yeah, so they got a class out there at the local college down in Williamston, North Carolina. And I went out there a few days, like just playing around and stuff like that. And like I would see like their manure like sitting there, but then like 3, 4, 5 days later, as the days pass, it just basically goes back to grass.
Yeah,
like that's all they really eat. I'm looking at it like, well, how can it smell so bad and look that way, and then it just deteriorates right back to like grass? Like that was so strange to me.
Like we was walking to get ready to get on the horse, and I'm walking my horse behind his horse, and his horse just shit right by my foot.
Wow. Man, that's crazy.
Even when we out there feeding them, I be stepping and shit.
You feed them out of your hand, or you just hold like a bag of sugar up for them?
When I give them apples, I give them. When they eat like the meat,
horse food.
Whatever.
So they just like go pick hay out there, or can you just buy like horse hay or something like that? Like just like dog food.
What he do, because I'm just like a trainer.
Mm-hmm.
A trainee.
That's what's up, man. I had no idea, Ty, that you actually like horses, man. A girl from Brooklyn.
My dad.
Big dreams.
My dad really like, because I used to be scared to go up to them.
To horses? But you, at the time, you still liked them, though.
Yeah. Like, oh my God.
You had like unicorns and stuff like that in your room?
I mean, I like My Little Pony. Stuff like that. But I never really, I got a horse in my window, the back of my window.
You mean like
a stuffed
horse? Oh, kind of like the Eeyore from Winnie the Pooh, that type stuff.
Right. It's a Wells horse though, and Eeyore actually is my favorite character. So
you look more like a Tigger girl. I would think you would be more like a Tigger.
Silly and goofy.
But you know what? Your personality sometimes when you weeping, so you kind of remind me of Eeyore. You know he always in a bad mood, so I can see how you relate to him.
And that's real.
I can see how you can relate to Eeyore.
I was like, yo.
Oh, it's a bad day.
Here we fucking go.
Yeah. Yo, you know what? Exactly. You know what? I saw, what was it, Christopher Robin. Did you watch that?
I started watching it with my kids at school, but I spent more time saying, hey.
Hold on. Wasn't it PG-13? You teach like 12-year-olds, okay?
I had kindergarten that day.
And they was watching Christopher Robin? Oh, okay. Well, I don't know. Christopher Robin, it wasn't too bad, but I don't know, it had like some adult themes. I still feel
but they wasn't interested in the movie at all.
Well, that generation, man, like Winnie the Pooh was out since like the 80s when I was like 5, 6 years old.
And you talking about some of the stuff them kids be saying and doing be X-rated for me. I be like, what?
Kindergartners. What's the daily basis like with the kindergartner? I'm talking about when after then I had sugar. What is it like just dealing with them? What is it like? Seriously, what is that like?
Take me to happy hour.
Yo, how you had like Reyah? I'm swear, man. If this was like back in the early 90s when like teachers could actually like hit you with rulers and stuff like that, you just look like one of those teachers, man.
I promise you, because some of them they need a little discipline. Like they spoil right little.
You can tell the ones that.
Yeah, and then you got the ones that's less fortunate and they just so out of place.
What you mean out of place?
It's like you got groups of kids and you got the ones that's just the spoil rotten kids. You got the ones that's off to themselves because
so the ones that are off to themselves, it's pretty much like we were. Like we had different sets of kids in our classes. Like students that were. What do you mean?
Today.
What's so different?
The kids are really, really mean today.
I thought bullying and stuff like that. Yeah, because we had a show about that, but I would think that they would be more receptive to each other, especially like homosexuality and things like that. You feel like they would be more open-minded?
Too much of that. Like it's just too much. Like the school system now is not as strong as it used to be.
Why do you say that?
Not.
You feel like
you can't be strict on these kids. Everything is a problem. The parents is up there, they're yelling at you. What you know, my kid ain't gonna do that.
Have you had interaction with the parent yet?
Nope, because my kids love me. I treat them. You better go sit down. I'll beat you just like you mine. You want me to call your mother and ask? You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
I don't condone any bad behavior or just.
Parents be bugging, man. They act like they don't know when their kid's bad.
They labeling them with ADHD, but honestly, the stuff they teaching them, they ain't interested in that.
Do you help them take like medication and stuff?
No.
Do any of them do they take medication while they're actually in, like at lunchtime?
Each child has if they get medication, they have to go and get their dispensary at
a dispensary. No pills or anything like that, just dispensaries.
I don't know, whatever they got like a locker full of kids stuff.
Wow, that's crazy. So I mean, who do the parents like? Who do they blame for this? They just go right in the teacher's face, or they go straight to the principal?
I don't know. They just be everywhere, and then I just be looking like.
Wow. I was reading one story a couple of months back. The principal, he actually put a dress code for like parents' conference days and stuff like that for.
We don't wear uniforms.
No, I'm talking about dress code for the parents. So when they
coming to school,
because someone wearing halter tops and stuff like that, and it was bugging, man. It was like, listen, you don't tell me what to do, like I'm not here and stuff like that. And the principal, he was basically saying like, we want to set example for the students and stuff like that. So they was just coming at him like, look, no, we're not going to do this. Like, we come as we want. Like, you in charge of the kids, not us. But
you, I don't know. It's like. If you don't understand this generation, you don't have the patience to deal with it, because honestly, them kids will drive you crazy. Yeah. I see how people walk out on their jobs. I see how teachers be busting kids in their mouth. Like,
wow, it be getting that serious.
Yeah, like they mouth be like grown people. You be like, yo, this a grown. But
think about it though. Think about the things that we said. Just
and I get that, but how many teachers laid their hands on us, or how many teachers took their time to talk to our parents with us there?
Well, I know mine did.
Huh?
Mine did.
Right. Took their time. They ain't fussing. Your parents listening to what they saying too. They not overlapping that. Like, my child ain't gonna do that. If you do da 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 X O and O, how you gonna tell me how to do my job? I'm in here with them.
Yeah.
They not at home. That's the difference,
So how do you control because by being a substitute teacher, how do you control your anger when they say, because I'm pretty sure they can sometimes say something to you every once. So I know they love you, but they can say something to kind of disturb you every once in a while.
In the beginning, I had a problem with the curse slips.
The what lips?
The curse slips.
You mean if you accidentally curse yourself?
Shit, y'all getting on my,
So what would their reaction be? They say, "Ooh."
I'd be like, "What?" So it's like, and I'd be like, I said chips or something. It's like, no, you said,
And what's the age range that you teach?
From K through 8.
That's so you got classes that. Okay, so you got elementary. It's just not one class. They rotate.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, I be everywhere with it.
So how long it take for you to learn the curriculum the night before? Do you go over it the night before to kind of give your heads up?
It all depends. Like, if I'm in a class for a week, then I'll have that week to
prepare for it.
Or, just to each day have whatever they need.
Have you perfected your teaching style yet, or do you just...
I just go. I basically teach like I live my day. Wherever they throw me, that's where I'm at. They might send me because the kids that got like the real harsh tempers, they send them to me.
So you kind of like the...
like I calm them.
Oh, I was about to say the detention lady. Because, in detention, man, all the schools I've ever been to, whoever's in charge of detention, it's just like there's like some really mean looking people.
I'm everywhere, but I'm not. I'm strict on them, but I'm not mean to them. I'm compassionate. I think about me.
Do they respect you or do they fear you?
They love me.
You feel like, you sure it's not fear?
It's not fear. They love me. It's not even respect. They love me. Like the teachers who don't take time to try to understand them. I try to understand them because I've been here. What is it? Like, you know, I try to get to know each one of them individually. Like my kids.
You feel like a lot of teachers, I guess across the United States, they don't take enough time to actually understand and learn the kids.
Right.
What do you think the whole motivation is for teaching?
Right.
Just a paycheck?
Off on the weekend.
Wow. I mean...
At first, because in the beginning, I was like, I got a job.
Right.
You know, but I was like, oh, these kids terrible. You know, I don't know.
It was getting to a point where you felt like, you know what, like I'm gonna just do this until I get something really straight and I'm good.
But then it was like they needed me, you know, as far as certain things I won't speak on, but like some of the girls I keep pads and stuff in my car.
Yeah, so you know
they don't have pads on them, you know. So it's like,
does this be like the first period completely? Like
some of them no. Like if girls in 3rd grade.
So how soon does a young lady know when to keep track?
I don't know. I don't have a daughter.
Oh.
But it's early because.
When did you have your first period?
I was 14.
Oh, you were a late bloomer.
Right.
Did your mom prepare you for it, or it just surprised you?
Sprung up on me, so.
You think she already? You think like
she probably thought it's all girls now.
Right.
I really ain't never.
And they really ain't talk to you about it or anything like that.
Everybody was older than me. They had their own life.
When you saw the blood, what happened? You thought you were dying?
No, I just was confused. Like,
what was the first thing that came to mind? Like, what did you think?
And it was on the first day of like junior high.
What color jeans were you? Please don't tell me you were wearing white jeans.
Now I was home in the morning.
Oh, it happened in the morning before you came to school.
Before I even went.
Oh, you lucky, man.
Right.
We don't really need to go into the story. You got a light story. You didn't even. You went like. I want to talk about these girls that had like white jeans on and they talking to a boy and it looked like they just pissing blood.
I was home, so I was prepared.
Oh yeah, you came out lucky, man. You came out lucky.
11, 13.
Wow. And then you just start having like each month then.
No, and it wasn't even every month.
How is it that you're able to skip your period one?
It was
hormones.
It was coming on like every 6 months.
Every 6 months?
Yeah. And my mother used to be freaking out like, you had a sex. Like, lady, I don't even know what you.
So I mean like it's hormonal things that basically change sometimes the way it actually comes and goes, right? It has to be like hormones sometimes, especially when it's not like a regular period, like every 30 days or 28-day cycle.
That may be true because like once I was like sexually active, it started everywhere.
Like were the dudes like they were popping it on? You know, sometimes we can pop it on.
First.
Oh, your first time. Wow. It's crazy though, man. The school system's over, but parents are wilding these days, man.
You can't. It's like you wanna help them and you wanna discipline them, but the way the system is set up now, you can't say too much to them, and you have to be careful how you say things to them.
Have you met any of those girls that you felt like you could have related to when you were young? Could kind of see that they were maybe going through something that you could have been going through at that time, like 14, 15 years old, like when you really start like getting that peer pressure.
And all of them are my babies, and I really take each one of them up under my wing. Like even to, you know, meeting their moms and spending time with them. Like if they ever need me, they can call me. Like,
so you
like
keep yourself open for that. That's pretty cool.
I love them kids, and it's like I said in the beginning. I was like, oh, I got a job.
Mm-hmm.
But once I started...
Did you ever see yourself as a substitute teacher?
Yeah, I've been subbing since 03.
Are you serious? There's so many layers on you, man. You like a, what's the term, onion.
Right.
As long as I know you, I feel like I still don't know you, Ty.
Right.
Wow.
So, like, just getting back into that. Like, now I'm in it for the sake of the kids. Like,
that's good.
Past the school.
That's good. You may actually making a difference, man. That's the whole thing right there. You actually making a difference. That's what's up, Ty.
And I'm my babe. Mostly, but the little boys take to me too, I guess, because I be on, like, y'all need this more than anybody.
Yeah.
I talk to them like I talk to my son.
Have you, has any of them flirted with you yet? Because you K through 8th, like, they start looking at butts and stuff in, like, 6th, 7th, 8th grade, like, they like the teachers, that's the teacher with the fat booty.
Them little boys be so hooked on them little girls and they want.
Oh, they be chasing little girls.
They just be like, Miss Harris, check this out. Like, or what you think? They be coming, like, the girls.
They be asking you for advice?
Right. So, the girls are coming to me.
Please don't tell me you be teaching those little girls to act stuck up.
I don't. The main thing I teach them is don't have sex. Make them wait.
Are you serious? You be telling them that?
I tell them that.
I would think you would probably need to tell them, like, listen, make sure you got a condom. No. I would think you'd be telling them they need to get a condom.
My favorite line is 1866, wrap it up. They don't show y'all those commercials no more, but I'm going to make sure y'all.
That was actually a commercial?
Remember that?
Oh, honestly.
BET 1866, wrap it up.
Was that had to been like, how old is that?
That's old, but that's my line. Make sure you 1866, wrap it up.
And for you younger people, 1866, wrap it up.
That's the phone number.
That's crazy. That hasn't been like the video soul days with Donnie Simpson, because I do not remember
like
that.
Free and AJ days.
Oh, it's Free AJ. Oh, yeah. 106 and Park days.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna have to look that one up. I don't even remember that one.
But
yeah, little girl, 8th grade, man, they hot as on or what, man.
And I make them focus more on their schoolwork.
You doing stuff that parents can't do.
Yeah,
seriously, you doing stuff parents. If you telling me that you have the power out of all of these people that try to get their, to make them to think that work, actually doing homework and stuff like that is cool. You feel like that's what you're doing?
Like, I be trying to teach the girls not to be so dependent on friends.
What you mean dependent on friends?
Or picky. Like, don't hang with her because you don't like her and you feel comfortable. Don't do that. Because at the end of the day, somebody gonna do that to you.
Well, I mean, that's females anywhere. That's like in you guys' blood.
They need to know that. Because I ain't have nobody really schooling me like that. You want to keep.
You felt like you were a loner in high school?
I was a clown. I'm
you
silly.
Were pretty popular in high school.
No, not really.
Everybody knew who you were.
That's about it. But I don't know. With them, it's just I try to make them focus more on other stuff. Even when we be outside, I have them drawing hopscotch boxes.
They still do that? That's still a thing?
Run around, big graffiti.
So Brooklyn. Right. So Brooklyn.
Writing their names on the wall. I'll run through, scratch down, put their Paris on top. Like making it fun for them. They run around scratching my name out, writing their name on top. Stuff like that.
Camaraderie, right? That's good, man. That's good. More teachers would do that though, but I don't know, man. It's just so much of just so different, man. Like the teachers that come from these Ivy League colleges and then just come to like an inner city school and stuff like that. They just can't relate sometimes. That's what I feel like. But you coming in like Gangsta's Paradise almost, like you like the black Michelle Pfeiffer. You actually making a change. What's that movie with Morgan Freeman? What's the name of that movie, man? Lean on Me. Like that's what's like the way you talking, man. You be just making like an impact.
It really is to some degree like that for me too. Them each one of those teachers in them roles had their own stuff going on too, personally. You know what I'm saying? That they had to. So. With me, it's the same thing. It's just...
One thing I used to hate when I was in school, like, I could tell when a teacher had a bad day and she would actually take it out on the class. Like, that's one thing I really hate. I feel like you guys should have been at least professional enough. No matter what you're going through at home, like, you got to leave that at home and not bring it to school with you. Because, you know what I'm saying, that can make some people act out, too, especially, like, students, man. Like, taking that on us. I used to hate that. What's some of the things that you do to, I guess, try to calm yourself? Do they know when you're having a bad day? Like, they know when you just in there, you just not into it?
You ever seen the movie Bad Teacher?
With Cameron Diaz? Love that movie.
I feel like they look at me like that I'm a bad teacher because I don't.
You don't think they would be cool if you spark a blunt up like right in like the test? Like they would like love that. They would love that. I'm telling you.
The 8th grade.
I think you would win them over. Yeah, kindergartners. Yeah, what is that? What's that smell?
I'm telling my mom, or my mom be doing that. They wouldn't even be. You know what I'm saying? Like, but no, I wouldn't do that. But I think they be knowing that.
You ever play with your cell phone in front of, like, when they doing tests and stuff, you pull your cell phone out on them and look at it?
They be getting these kids is so genius.
What you mean?
I have left my cell phone times. No, I closed it. They got my phone and they on my Snap. And they...
Stop playing.
Video.
They that bold. And it's nothing you can really do about it, right?
And from, like, the 3rd grade up. And I be like, give me my phone. Do you know what I got in my phone? Like, y'all don't know what in my phone.
Ty. Oh, so, my goodness.
You know,
that's all it takes them to see one dick pic and it's over. It's over. One dick pic or some type of
titty shot.
A titty shot.
You know what I'm saying? Like, no, so give me my phone.
Man, you gotta speak in code, man. You gotta use those eggplants and stuff like that so they don't know what's going on.
I've been cleaning my phone up because
Ty, that's dangerous, man. You better chill out with that for real. You better.
My phone is
that late night sex texting. I'm telling you now, that stuff gets you in trouble, boy. For real.
I don't want them to live like I live, so it just be more so. I can't make them do anything, but it just be kind of that keep embedding it in the air. You know, you hear it so many times, you can't walk away from it. You know.
Yeah.
Like,
wow, that's crazy, man. Ty is a substitute teacher, like
working on becoming my own teacher.
You teach at a private school?
Charter.
What's the difference between that you've noticed now? You know, they always say different things about private and public schools, but I'm a product of public schools.
I like public schools. I think public schools is dope, but the way my lifestyle is set up right now and what I'm trying to do for my son, this school is perfect.
It's perfect for him.
Right. He get to see, not everybody's not one. You don't go to school with uniform. You wear whatever you want to wear.
Are all private schools like that?
I don't know.
Down here in North Carolina?
I mean, he don't have to wear uniform.
I think out of all schools, charter would want to have uniforms. That's different. That's so different.
Right, to me. And then it's like, it's a mixture of kids.
A lot of diversity.
They not all, like, you don't have the special needs class, the special needs kids in this class. They all together.
They're all together?
If they need to pull the special needs out for their special needs, that's what they do.
How special needs are we talking?
Like, you know, the extra help.
No, I'm talking about like the short bus, like.
No, not like handicapped and they need a. No, not like that.
Just like somebody that probably reads a little bit slower than the other students.
No, like special ed.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Like, how special are we talking about here?
I guess special ed down here is like they need a mentor walking them. No, like it's a group of kids that just have special needs. It could be emotional. It could be mental.
Oh, I got you.
So you got a mixture of everybody in one
class.
That's good for him.
Okay, so
he'll know how to handle. You get what I'm saying?
Like other different people.
Like, I don't know.
How are they able to read on the same level like that? Because I remember when we was younger, the people that would actually read a little bit slower, they would actually take them off into like a little group
That's
or
what
something.
I'm saying. They might pull them out for a certain amount of time. They on the same book they on, just in a different classroom. Them kids might not feel comfortable reading in front of the goofy kids that's gonna pick.
Oh,
so
okay.
Pull you out.
I got you.
And you in your own room for a little while. It's almost like when you at school and you have recess, you get your little friends.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all go off and y'all. It's like that for them.
Oh, okay.
You got your little group of reading crew. Your reading group crew. We gonna take y'all for a little while. Y'all gonna read the same thing they on. Y'all just not gonna have the distraction.
Oh, okay.
They won't have the distraction because they not picky.
Oh, okay. I got you now. I got you.
So for me, that was like the main thing. I don't want my son looking and dressing like everybody else. No.
Oh no, I feel like I'm on time. That's kind of a good thing. When they start saying things about making sure like uniforms and things like that come into play, I say, you know what? They waited way too long for that, because I just feel like some of these students who are less fortunate, man, that can't really buy like the good clothes and things like that, man. I mean, it's hard on them. I've known people.
What about the families who can't afford to buy regular clothes because they gotta buy so many uniforms?
How many uniforms are they supposed to buy for? Before he came to that charter school, how many shirts did you have to buy?
I always bought 7. One for each day, maybe extra one.
Extra one. So you have to buy like the shirt and the pants.
That's expensive, especially if you ain't catching on the sale. But
I would think though that
at the age now where he in grown people clothes, just about.
Now, some of the richer parts of the United States, but down here in North Carolina, we used to buy enough clothes brand new clothes for usually maybe 1 week. We get 5 pairs of jeans for that entire year up until usually about October, November. Girls might be a little bit different, but I know guys, we used to at least buy 5 pair of jeans and maybe 5 or 6 shirts and maybe just 1 pair of shoes. This is probably through grade school because we probably go on working part-time jobs or anything like that. And we're paying pretty much a good amount. But you can go to Walmart and places like that to get those khaki pants. They're not really that expensive, right?
You can find them.
They can't be that hard to find.
Certain sizes. My son ain't never been
Husky.
Yeah, like, I mean.
And then, of course.
And then you get what you pay for. So if you buying $3 shirt, how long you think that $3 shirt gonna last? He in school rolling around on the floor.
Yeah.
By the time he come, he got so many holes in that shirt. You like, I know that ain't the new shirt I bought. That got to be something from last 4 years ago.
So could it have like a name brand on or something?
No,
like
it don't have to be name brand. It's just you get what you pay for.
No, I'm saying like.
Say if I go.
No, I'm saying if like, let's say for instance, they got to wear burgundy shirts, like burgundy and then maybe blue and then like the tan khaki color. So if you go buy a burgundy shirt with like a polo with like the horse symbol on there, that's what I'm saying. Like, he wear branded stuff like that with these uniforms where they have to just be plain. What's the rule with it?
I did what I wanted to. So I don't know. Y'all got us confined enough. I don't feel like my son should have to look like you want him to look. No, he's gonna dress like he did.
Just to be a unique type thing.
No, it's just I'm not doing that.
You just like Jordans. You want him on Jordans. He's in Nike. They're in Nike.
Even if he wore the regular uniform, what sneakers out here? What sneakers do they sell for us besides Nike? What black people you know out here making sneakers?
Not too many.
That's what I'm saying. So
that's a good idea though. Like, you basically uniform shoes now. Like,
I'm just saying. Like,
that's a good idea because you're right. You don't really see that people like they'll buy like different shoes and things like that. But that's actually a good idea.
Like the uniform,
penny loafers or something.
It's good because it don't make nobody feel less fortunate. They still got on messed up shoes or they still got on dirty looking uniforms. So what difference do it make?
That's a good point. Like, parents, they don't wash them like they're supposed to and all that.
I mean, it's all in how you take care of the stuff. At the end of the day, you could buy a $2 shirt and make it last forever, But I got a son that rolls around on the floor. He'll chew the edge of his, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
paint all over his coat.
Yeah.
He don't care. He ain't paying for it. So,
Yeah.
you know, you get what you pay.
I got you. Yeah.
I go for the sales. Yes, direct me. Because I know it ain't, first of all, he gonna outgrow it.
Yeah.
Secondly, he ain't gonna cherish it because I ain't cherish it. I ain't paying for it.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, they look at it that way. Like you, even though y'all in uniforms, like one parent might not wash, or he might have like some grass stains that are hard to get out or something like that. So yeah, I didn't even consider that. I was just thinking like they're just wearing the same exact thing. They can't go buy a Gucci sweater and then the other person buy like a aquarium t-shirt from Walmart or something like that. But that's how I was looking at it. But yeah, you're right though.
No, I dress my baby in everything. It don't have to be name brand. It don't have to have a specific store brand. I go to Walmart. I go to Target. We everywhere with it.
But no, Target and Walmart, man, their stuff has gotten a lot better over the years.
Bro.
The quality has gotten like really, really good over the years. It's not like it used to be where like you just buy a Walmart shirt and I'm talking about after 2 or 3 washes, it either shrinks to about the size of your hand or it changes colors or something like that. But Walmart, this has gotten a lot better quality. They have. They really. They may not sell like.
I fucks with Walmart heavy.
How long has Walmart been selling Jordans? Like that was so strange to me.
They
I thought it was
Jordan.
Yeah, they actually sell Jordans.
They knock off.
No, they'll sell them. I think what they do is they got like some type of contract with other stores, and they'll put them on their website as if they're selling them. But yeah, I saw like a 6 times. I was like, is this some type of joke? People's like, no, they've been doing that for probably about over 5 or 6 years.
So what's up? You want to design some sneakers? We ain't got to design no expensive junk.
I'm actually coming out with a clothing line, but it's more so like upscale accessories. But I don't really even know where to start with like some shoes. Like, what we do, like some penny loafers, or we talking about sneakers?
Everything. Everything. Like, I don't even want to put that out there just yet, but
Put what out there? Go ahead and say it.
like, no.
What were you gonna say? Put it out there. Unless it's something money making.
Yeah, some money making.
Alright, yeah, just keep that to yourself.
Put that out there.
Because when you get high and stuff, you start talking and stuff and find out what it is. I might have to like pick up on it.
But that's definitely a good idea.
It is, man. Yeah, because I'm just like you said. I'm just thinking about the shirt and then the pants, and then but then they can just kind of go get any type of sneakers that they want. Why not put them all in the same sneakers? But I think like that penny loafers, man. Like I've seen, I don't know where. I'm not for sure. I keep saying penny loafers, but it's something like I've seen some old horror movies or something like that, where like the people will wear khakis, a blue blazer, and like penny loafers and shoes.
I don't know. I'm just like dressing back in the day. I was just telling somebody the other day, you know, they got that meme that say whatever hit different.
Oh, hit different. Oh.
Yeah.
What
like,
was the saying this time?
That breeze hit different back in the day.
Oh.
You be outside playing all day long.
Yeah.
You come home, wash your ass, and lay down across the bed, and that breeze just hit you just right. It hit different.
And speaking of that, man, like this global warming is real. You know, it actually hit 99 degrees in May in North Carolina. When has that ever done? That had to be like some type of world record or something like that, right?
Did you not see how it was cold the other day?
Yo, it was so cold. What was it? Saturday night it was like 55 degrees in June
like,
in North Carolina. That's crazy.
Cold out here. I had to turn my air off.
That's crazy.
I was like, Lord, I hope I don't need no gas.
Where were you at?
I'm talking about gas for the house. Like that was.
For you, it's propane. How much is a gallon of propane?
Depends on who you getting it.
So, you mean like a little mom and pop, or you talking about like some type of gas company? Is it? Do you feel like you save more money gas?
The only person my dad got the gas line was for when the storms come and you know the power go out. He wanted to still be able to cook.
Oh, still be able to cook and everything.
Water and stuff like that.
Yeah. That's all I think I'm gonna put in the new studio. I think I'm gonna put like a gas heater in here just to try to save money rather than plug in like an electric heater.
Right.
I would think they made, but you're telling me that you gotta pay the same amount of money. I don't know. I thought I'd be saving money. What's your monthly electric bill like in the summertime?
I don't know yet. I just started burning the AC good, so.
You burn it throughout the whole house, or you just keep half of it cut off?
Half of my house is shut. The power is shut down.
Well, that should help you a lot, right there.
Shit.
That should help you a lot because you don't have that much square footage.
They doing something out there, so I ain't even investigate.
Oh, you feel like they scamming people with the electric bill? They can make those little meters and stuff like that move faster, right? That's what it's based on.
Or they add numbers to it.
Who knows? Man, Todd, we just came up on here just to kind of talk. We actually came through with a whole full show. Can you believe that?
That's crazy, right?
That's crazy, man. To all of the listeners, man, this episode was just on the fly. So we really enjoyed you guys for staying up with us and listening to us on the Dramatic Show podcast. We'll be coming back through with way more episodes now. Now the new studio is complete, so you'll get to hear more of Reyah and a few new people that we're going to be bringing on from week to week. So again, this has been the Dramatic Show podcast signing off. Yeah.
You change my name every show.
You've just listened to the Dramatic Show podcast with your host, Dramatic.